Australians eat more chicken than beef and pork combined. Add to this our huge appetite for eggs, and that's a lot of chickens being raised for food around the country. And eventually, all of them need to be killed. In Australia, around 500,000 chickens are slaughtered every day. That requires dozens of slaughterhouses, each killing thousands of chickens every hour. Australia's largest chicken slaughterhouse alone kills 2 million chickens a week. So how does the chicken industry handle the enormous task of killing such a large number of animals? Most meat chickens are killed at only 7 weeks of age. For layer hens, it can be closer to 18 months old, the average age at which they stop laying enough eggs to be profitable to the egg industry. To discuss how these chickens are killed, we need to understand the language that the animal agriculture industry uses. Processing is the term used to describe turning living animals into meat. Stunning refers to rendering animals unconscious before they are killed. Slaughterhouses use 2 main processes to kill chickens: electric stunning and gas chamber stunning. Electric stunning begins with the chickens arriving at the slaughterhouse packed in transport crates. Workers then shackle chickens by their legs upside down onto an overhead conveyor. Shackling is painful and stressful for the birds. Chickens' hips can be dislocated and their legs broken as they are shoved into the shackles, and their wings can be injured as they flap in distress. The conveyor then carries the chickens towards a shallow water bath that has been electrified. As their heads are dragged through the water, they are electrocuted and rendered unconscious. The conveyor then moves the unconscious chickens to an automatic cutter, which slits their throats. The chickens bleed to death while shackled on the conveyor. Finally, their bodies are immersed into a tank of scalding water to loosen their feathers. The carcasses then go on to be fully processed to become meat. That is how the system is designed to work. However, things can and do go wrong. Some chickens are only paralyzed by the electric current, leaving them conscious and able to feel pain. Others lift their head above the electrified bath and are not stunned at all. These birds are then fully conscious as their throats are slit by the automatic cutter. It is also possible for the auto cutter to miss, leaving birds alive. A worker stands by with a knife to manually slit the throats of any birds who have survived, but the system is not perfect, and some birds are immersed in the scalding water tank while fully conscious. Gas chamber stunning of meat chickens also begins with the birds trucked to the slaughterhouse in crates. Slaughterhouses use various methods to gas chickens. In this system, the crates are placed onto a conveyor. The chickens are carried into a gas chamber, which is sealed shut, and carbon dioxide is pumped in. Timings vary between methods, but after about a minute, the chickens are rendered unconscious. Some slaughterhouses seal the birds in the chamber until they are dead, which takes about 5 minutes. In this system, the dead or unconscious birds are then carried out of the chamber in their crates and tipped out onto another conveyor. From there, they are shackled, bled, and scalded in a similar process to birds who have been electrically stunned. Gassing of spent layer hens usually happens not at a slaughterhouse, but on the farm itself. the hens are taken from their shed and moved into a large airtight container. As the carbon dioxide concentration in the container increases, some birds panic. The chickens then experience a powerful and urgent sensation known as air hunger. They struggle to breathe. Some die from cardiac arrest, and some from asphyxiation. Others suffocate beneath the bodies of other birds. Once the hens are dead, their bodies are tipped out and sent to be processed, or may be composted on the farm. Layer hens are smaller than meat chickens. Their bodies aren't large enough to be commercially killed and processed for human-grade meat. Instead, they are often used in soup, stock, or pet food. When we see chicken meat or eggs in the supermarket, we are seeing only the very end of an individual chicken's journey. To truly comprehend what we are eating, we need to understand the short life they lived and the nature of the death they endured. Only then can we decide whether to endorse these systems or to support a kinder world for animals by choosing not to use them for food.